Mr. Speaker, I personally have two judgments against the Honourable Leader of the Opposition and the Honourable Member for West Kingstown, two High Court judgments in relation to defamation actions which I brought, claims that I had been defamed. I want tonight to indicate to this Honourable House and to the nation that as part of the process of reconciliation, I shall tomorrow instruct my lawyers to indicate to the court, the High Court, that I shall not proceed in any action in relation to those judgments. Mr. Speaker, we have to make sure that we send the signals for some healing. And I hope that tonight that process would be accelerated. I know there's a lot of prayer on it. And Mr. Speaker, I'll tell you, I thought a lot about these matters when I went to Bethlehem. And on the day when I was at the night when I was at the Church of the Nativity, and the next morning when I visited where Christ was born, I got the feeling that I should ensure, as far as is possible, within the cut and thrust of competitive democratic politics, for us to just lessen the vitriol, the harshness of language. And whenever it comes, it would be a process. But whenever it comes, it shouldn't be too difficult to say, well, we are sorry in moving forward. I want, say, Mr. Speaker, that you were a witness to His Excellency's request. You would notice, Mr. Speaker, that in my own budget speech, I referred on many occasions to the foundations which had been laid by preceding administrations for work on which we've built. And apparently that signal had not been picked up by everyone. And I'm not saying just on this side, Mr. Speaker, because certain comments made by the other side. And I feel particularly sensitive about this matter too, Mr. Speaker, because when I had a foot injury, you may recall that I had to say one day, when one member from the opposition was, well, two really, but one in particular was not making a joke about my injury, but speaking about it in a crosstalk, in a manner which I didn't myself think was appropriate, and I said that is where we reach. And this government has a very good record for persons, how we relate to persons with disabilities. Of course, the Honourable Member for West Kingstown does not have any disability other than it has been indicated that he has a bad back, and I hope and pray that he recovers. And I say so with all honesty. I think tonight, Mr. Speaker, that the country would feel that we have made a giant step forward. I'm sorry that honourable members of the opposition are not here. I don't know what is the reason, because I know that there were 2 members here present when the Honourable Minister of Agriculture was speaking. Don't know whether they decide to take an early evening. But I think when we come back tomorrow, we come back in a sense refreshed to continue the business of the people. And if, through the instructions that I would give to my lawyers on the two matters that I've indicated, not that they're just claims, judgments had been received, had been obtained, that I shall instruct that nothing be done in relation to effect those judgments. And then certainly I will instruct my lawyers to withdraw the matters, withdraw the claims against my two honorable friends. I'm obliged, Mr. Speaker.